had a speaking engagement in Dallas. So we're doing a road trip from Dallas to Houston. We're just an hour away from my house, and but okay, everybody can hear me. That's good. So have a great team here. This is one and only Daniel, and that is Ivy. Okay, so we had a speaking engagement in Dallas. I was just driving back to Houston. Okay, so I'm going to be doing an Instagram live with Dr. Cosmos Maduka and Pastor Olumide Emmanuel. Both of them will be speaking at the Business Growth Conference, and we're going to be learning briefly some of what they're going to be sharing. We're going to be learning why you should attend an event like that, what you should expect, some of the things that's going to happen, and things like that. So I want you to invite as many people as possible to this conversation, as you will soon be hearing from Dr. Maduka and Pastor Olumide Emmanuel. Okay, so tell me your name and the city you're joining me from. Your name and the city you are joining me from. Let's get to meet you. What's your name? What city are you joining me from? Let's get to know you better. And I hope you guys can hear me well. If you can hear me again, type I can hear you. Okay, if you can hear me again, type I can hear you. Want to be sure you guys can hear me. Okay. Yes, so tell me your name and your city. I'm seeing Robert from Lagos, Nigeria, Biodun from Lagos, Nigeria, Sheon from Abuja. Tolu, please help me copy this link and let's get more people to join. So good to have Tolu here. Tolu is one of my social media managers. Okay, who else is here? Let's get to see you. Who else is here? Let's see. Who else is here? Tell me your name and your city. So let me start by saying, as we get to know each other, conversations like the Business Growth Conference is really non-negotiable for people who want to get to the top, right? Let me say that again. Conversations like, meetings like Business Growth Conference is non-negotiable for people who want to get to the top, right? You can fall off a ladder by accident, but you don't climb one by accident. If success is a must for you, investing, sitting at the feet of those who have gone ahead of you is compulsory. We saw even the story of Jesus, how Jesus Christ of Nazareth was in the synagogue and learning from the Pharisees, from the doctors. It's important, to learn from those who have gone ahead. One of my biggest secrets in life and business is that I don't joke with those who have gone ahead of me. Oh Lord, I don't. I spend a lot on a regular basis to listen, to learn, to ask questions, to attend conferences, seminars, workshops, just learning and soaking and drinking from those who are ahead of me, and it's been one of my biggest secrets. Joshua from New Jersey, thank you for joining. Dr. Oboke from Surulere, welcome. Who else do we have here? Michael from Lagos. It says back backed resilience entrepreneur, founder of ALS Clothing and Brand, and Michael D. Okay, welcome. Olabanjo from Lagos, you're also welcome. Olalekan, welcome. All of you are super welcome for this particular conversation. So I want to ask a quick question. How many of you have heard of the Business Growth Conference before? Esther from Anambra, welcome. If you have heard of the Business Growth Conference before, type I've heard of it. If you have not heard of the Business Growth Conference, you can type I have not heard of it. Okay, I want to be sure those of you who have heard and those of you who have not. So if you have heard of the Business Growth Conference, Shadrach from Lagos, welcome. So if you've heard of the conference, type I have heard of it. If you have never heard of it, type I have not heard of it. Samson from Lagos, welcome Samson, good to have you. Who else is here? Who else? Let me see those who are here. Abayomi say he's never heard of it. So I can see some of you have heard of it, some of you have never heard of it. Okay. So the Business Growth Conference is an annual conference that takes place in 4 continents. The UK, the US, 3 continents basically, and Africa. I'm live already. So 3 continents, it takes place, and we bring business leaders, some of them multi-billionaires in dollars, their business to the next level. And the last one for the year is taking place in Houston, Texas, this coming Saturday and Sunday. And it promises to be a life-changing experience. And all of you do not want to miss it for anything in the world. If you can't come to Houston, you are not in America, you can attend virtually from anywhere. On this flight in a few days down to Houston for the conference. So website business.
Let me check.
How are you?
It's better here. It's much clearer here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, Stephen, I can hear you. I hope you are hearing me. But I'm out of Lagos, so
I think your network is a bit network.
We are going to be suffering Greece problem. Yeah, network, yeah. Is it possible to connect 2 devices? No, because otherwise I want to connect the other one with my own data.
Network or it's nice.
I think it might be network of where I am because
can you
hear me? Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm in the eastern part of Nigeria. No, let's even use the normal data. Let me get that out, because if I get a normal data from that one, I use my data. So no, it's not your network, Stephen. I think it should be my own. I think it's a hotel. So let's try if we can connect there, because it's keep on. See if you can hotspot. No, that is.
This is where the data is, right?
Yeah, data is also here. But for me to go to data here, I need to go off Wi-Fi. If I go off Wi-Fi, so do I go ahead and do it?
Yes, you can. Thank you for tuning. Bye. And thank you for you can go ahead. Um, we have. You can go ahead if you want to change your network. You can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I've done. Can you hear me now?
Okay, it's a lot better now.
Okay.
It's a lot
So,
better now.
yeah, I'm using my data now. I went off the Wi-Fi, so hopefully this will continue to be there.
I'm online.
Okay,
Uh,
no.
Oga Emmanuel, you set us on fire yesterday. Eh? I said, where this man done day? Everybody became real estate man yesterday. Including me. I just asked myself, I've misroad the sell car instead of selling property.
I salute. I salute.
I said, when did I go misroad the sell car instead of selling property? And I am one of those who believe that the only thing God gave his children is real estate. He never gave them a car. He never gave them a shoe. The only property is what he gave them. And I left what God gave that is not in plenty supply, that is diminishing. No more. The population is growing. Land remains the same. I'm
Yes,
looking for car to sell. So I'm changing. Yeah, I'm coming to join you, and I'm coming to join you and
you,
Stephen to do real estate.
you are a patron of the Billionaires Conclave already. We are
Good to
following
have
your
you guys.
footsteps, sir.
Yeah. No,
You're welcome.
we had a wonderful time. You set the whole place on fire yesterday after you have spoken.
We
But
thank God. We
because I
thank God.
stayed through, so I had to close for them. But it's been a tremendous weekend. I'm still in Enugu. Actually, from Thursday I spoke at Oko Polytechnic, came to Enugu, spoke briefly Friday, Saturday, and we just finished this night. It's been a wonderful weekend with tremendous blessings. So
And
we can't complain.
thank you for the World Summit last Saturday too.
Yeah, it was we were blessed. I was blessed to be there.
Yeah.
Great men and women of God, it was
Thank you.
awesome. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for standing in for me.
No, I have to.
Well, so welcome.
So
Incidentally,
you still ready
Dr.
for
Cos.
Trinity?
Have you exactly? I'm just about telling Dr. Cosmos that you're also going to be speaking. In fact, he's the one doing the first session
Okay,
in Houston because he has to travel that same Saturday.
okay.
So we're ready to have a great time, have you guys share. But let me start with you, Dr. Cosmos. Looking at your journey as an entrepreneur and how you've built your empire, how critical was the place of training, right? Whether it was formal or informal, in building the Coscharis brand that we see today.
Everything rise and fall on training. Like I tell people, you cannot survive by your instinct can only make you survive, but you cannot create wealth by living with your instinct. It's just a life of survival every day, just meeting up daily requirement. But if you really want to create wealth, you need knowledge, you need to be trained, you need to be tutored, you need to submit yourself to a mentor, you need to be willing to learn, you need to go back to the basics. When my uncle gave me 200 naira in 1976, I jumped up with excitement. My senior brother was wondering what was wrong with me. He thought it was 200 naira. My excitement is that I am no more under anybody's tutor. I've been all the all the things I require, all the rudiments you require to be a CEO, I have been given in informal way. And even while I was in that industry, some of your teachers will teach you both the good and ugly. But you need between yourself and begin to say, that was when I started saying, when I start my business, I will not do it like this. When I start, I will not do this one. But 90% of the things are the things that I've been taught, that I organize my thought in my own way how it's going to work. Part of the thing is that the industry that gave back to me is take apprentice, train them, give them all the rudiment of business, 7 years, create immediate competitor who will be taking your customer. But I said, no, we will bake a big cake and everybody will take a pie. So I start looking for employees, introduce profit sharing in my business. So now we started creating institutions. So training is everything. If you are not willing to be trained and if you believe you know it all, unfortunately, you limit yourself. You shoot yourself on the leg.
Very powerful. I mean, Pastor Olumide Emmanuel, when we look at the the clergy, a lot of clergy believe that when it comes to wealth, you just need God. You don't need him, to go and learn seminars. I watched you share in one of your videos how last year you went for 2 trainings and they thought you have come to speak and people were greeting you. You say no, you have come as a student to learn. How important it is for even people who are Christians, pastors or ministers or members to prioritize, investing in trainings.
Well, thank you very much. We have said over and over again, when it comes to the workforce, if you don't train them, you can't blame them. So in the same vein, if you stop learning, you start dying. Many people don't understand that you need holistic knowledge in the world that we live in. So for many people, they are spiritually sound. So I say you can be a spiritual giant, but be an emotional dwarf and a mental ignoramus. So a lot of people, you can raise the dead, open blind eyes, and still fail in business because you don't understand how business works and how money works. And even if you make money by miracle, you can't maintain money by miracle. You maintain money by principles.
Wow.
So many times, a lot of time, like I always say to the church, many times what we say is not incorrect, but it is incomplete. And because it is incomplete, we are sincere, but we are sincerely wrong. So for you as a Christian, you need holistic knowledge. And for any area of life where you lack knowledge, that ignorance will become your downfall. Because ignorance is not a demon. You can't cast out ignorance. Prayer cannot remove ignorance from you. Only knowledge can do that. In him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shines in darkness, and darkness cannot comprehend it. So ignorance is not a demon. You can't cast it out. I can't pray for you to become a pilot without you going to school. I can't pray for you to become a medical doctor. I can't pray for you to be rich or wealthy without you doing the natural. So most of the time we talk about supernatural. The supernatural is a combination of super plus natural. So there is a natural component upon which your super will rest. Because whatever you multiply by 0 equals to 0. So everybody needs to develop themselves consistently, strategically, in the different areas of life where they desire to be successful. And when it comes to wealth creation, I say that there are different kinds of education that you need to become all that God wants you to be. Spiritual education is one of them, because you need to know who you are in Christ. You need to know what Jesus has paid for. You need to understand the authority you have. But it's not just enough to be spiritually sound. You now need personal education. You need to understand yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your likes, your dislikes. You need to, because if you are a monkey and you don't know you are a monkey, and you want to go into swimming context and become a swimmer because you say what God cannot do does not exist, you now want to begin to swim, you are going to be a failure because you are a monkey. But if you know you are a monkey, you will continue to stay in your area of strength. So when people don't have self-education, they go to struggle in the area that they are not strong. Fishes don't struggle to swim. Birds don't struggle to fly because they are in their natural habitat. So that's where personal education comes in. Academic education also has its own place. It helps you to read, It helps you to write, it helps you to calculate, and it helps you to think analytically. But you now also need financial education. Financial education is what now teaches you how to make money, how to manage money, how to multiply it, because everybody is anointed to spend money. You don't need training to spend money. Everybody knows how to spend. But how many people know how to make it? How many people know how to manage? How many people know how to multiply it? So knowledge, you cannot, even the Bible says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So what you don't know can end up limiting how far you go in life.
Let me quickly come behind him to say, when you stop learning, you stop growing, you only aging. You count how many age you are living, but growth is stunted where knowledge is stunted. One of my young Christian friends told me he just started a church. Does he need to go to theology school, or what do I advise? I told him, go and learn financial management before you learn theology. Because I am one person also who don't believe you learn God in school. God is revealed to you. But the reason why many churches are poor and keep on attracting poor people is because the pastor of the church has no ambition for his people. He's ignorant, like he's saying. You can't give people what you don't have. You are not financially sound, so you are poor and you keep on attracting poor people. So the church become like a house of every unclean spirit where people are suffocating with poverty. But you use religion to cover it and let people know the poorer you are, the closer you are to heaven. But if you understand the message of the kingdom, Jesus make about 38 or 36 parable about the kingdom. 28 out of them is about money. The kingdom of God is like a merchant. The kingdom of God is like a man who finds the gold. So the kingdom of God will explain with money and prosperity. And the pastors tell you money is the root of all evil. And and take you away from there. The more poor you are, the more you can tell a lie to survive. That's the same instinct of survivor. If you are wealthy, you are not afraid to speak your mind. If you're wealthy, you can preach your revelation without being afraid being sacked in the church. Because many people have taken the means of gospel as a meal ticket. If I don't say this thing the way Bishop say it, I'm going to be out of job. Because you don't know real estate, you don't know what else to do. So your revelation is starting. Why I speak with authority and boldness with my conviction is that I am not reporting to anybody, and I'm not waiting for anybody to fire me, because I've already fired myself many years ago. So I entered a plane. They asked me, do you have allergy? I said, yes. The lady kept very attention. What's the allergy? I said, my number one allergy is poverty. So I keep on I keep on telling people that's my number one allergy, and I think that's the only allergy I have. I eat every other thing, but don't talk to me about it. I've been through it, and I know what it takes, and I don't want to have it again.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Wow.
I like that. I like that. By the way, those are joining us, feel free to invite more people to join us. This is the pre-event for the Business Growth Conference taking place in Houston, Texas. And people are flying down from all over the US for this event. You too can register on the website www.businessgrowthconference.org. Dr. Cosmos will be there, Dr. Olumide Mano will be there. It's taking place this Saturday and Sunday. It's a 2-day event, and you want to quickly get limited tickets left. Even if you are not in the US or you can't come physically, you can also join virtually. So this is very important. Let me come to Dr. Cosmos. I wanted to ask, in this current shake-up that's going on across the globe, where are the opportunities for entrepreneurs, particularly Africans in diaspora, right? What are the opportunities to be in right now as entrepreneurs playing in the Western world?
Let me speak very plainly. There's no crisis. Business people see only opportunity because all these things we are calling crisis are going to produce multi-billionaires that are going to come out of it. Okay? Each problem is opportunity, depending with the eyes you look at it. Because if you
Yes.
provide, whether you call it COVID, there are trillionaires that have been created by the act of COVID. We know
Yeah.
where the value of Zoom was before COVID because it introduced a new way of communication that nobody placed value to. So everything you call crisis is opportunity for wealth creation. So just
Yeah.
position yourself and see how you can deliver value in that supposedly what people call crisis. That's why in China language or most Asian language, the thing we call crisis is they call opportunity. Actually, the language, the word crisis in China is opportunity. So when you are saying problem,
Wow.
problem, the Chinese is saying opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. So it's for you to see where do I position myself. I am one individual that believe that God is turning his face to the young people of the third world country. The time has arrived for people to begin to know there's no sawdust in our brain. And they will begin to respect us by what we're able to create, how we organize our thought into productivity. Because they will begin to see the things we have taken from ground zero. So all the things people are, I don't call those things crisis. I'm just looking at them as opportunity. But it depends who has the eyes to see where he can bench himself and begin to create wealth.
Beautiful. Pastor Lumde, you can touch on it, but I want to also add, I want to also want you to add in your answers, people who are in diaspora who have this job mentality and believe that trying to do entrepreneurship in America, is tantamount to, crisis.
Okay, please, can you switch off the? I'm online. Okay, sorry, I'm just entering the car. We're leaving for New York now. So now most of the time, I try to help people to understand that if they are going to succeed anywhere, the first thing is to understand your economic environment.
That's correct.
And that's the problem with many people. When Jews and Asians come into the Western world, they come to start a business.
Sure.
When
Yes.
people from our community come, they come to look for a job.
That
And
is
that
correct.
really defines how far you can go. When you relocate to America, you cannot spend naira, you have to spend dollar. When you relocate to America from London, you can't drive on the side of the road you used to drive in London. So the very minute you enter a place, you need to understand the geographical environment, but you also need to understand the economic environment. When you come into the Western world, you have come into a capitalist environment.
That's correct.
Capitalism is an economic system where all the factors of production are controlled by individuals and corporates, not government. So when you now come in, capitalism is built for entrepreneurs and investors. It is not built for salary earners. So when you come in to the Western world and you are a salary earner, you have already defined the track you are going to go. But what I see people do is they say they are doing 2, 3, 4 jobs. You are just into multiple struggles because entrepreneurship is the way. Now, it doesn't mean you should not have a job, but you must not rely on your job alone because that job alone cannot help you to create wealth. So once people come in here, it's the mindset. Because you see, poverty is a spirit, poverty is a mindset, poverty is an habit, poverty is a lifestyle, poverty is a state. But you see, that mindset of poverty is a software, is a programming. And once that programming is not well dealt with, no matter where you are, you will not be able to do what you're supposed to do. Because if you put more money, put $1 million and banana in the front of a monkey, the monkey will choose banana at every point in time. Because the monkey is not aware that $1 million can build a plantation. So in the same vein, once people don't understand their economic environment, they will be thinking that all they need is a better job. I got to pay bills. I got to pay bills. Let me do another job. Let me do another job. But when you become an entrepreneur, you now become part of those that will rule and reign in the environment. So all I will advise people is understand the economic environment and don't try to do things on your own. Collaboration is a new competition. So if you want to start a business and you can't do it alone, join other people. It is better to own 10% of $1 billion than to own 100% of 1,000. When you see the Jews and the Asians, they collaborate. They collaborate. And because of that collaboration, they are able to achieve more and they are able to do more. So that's what I would say for now, because we can't give them everything. Yeah, let them come for the conference where we break it down.
Absolutely. So, for all of you joining us, this is a pre-event for the Business Growth Conference taking place in Houston, Texas. This coming Saturday, 23rd to Sunday, 24th. And feel free to go register on the website www.businessgrowthconference.org. People are coming from all over America for this conference, all over, and we have few tickets left. So go secure your tickets. People are coming from even Canada as well. So go register, fly down. This will be a life-changing experience. Yes, you can join online. Zina Ria. Okay, so there's an option for those of you who are not in the US or cannot fly down to also attend virtually. Again, visit the website businessgrowthconference.org to register. Dr. Cosmos, I wanted to ask, you've been in business for over 50 years. What do you think is the biggest mental block against those who need to scale their business? I mean, a lot of people struggle to believe that you got 200 naira, which was less than $400 that time, and you have turned it to a multi-billion-dollar corporation in terms of transaction of the Coscharis Group. What kind of mindset, right, takes people what is the blockage, major blockage, stopping people from scaling their business to multi-millionaire, multi-billions in transactions?
Put in a simple word, attitude. A wrong attitude is a flat tire. You don't get anywhere. Yes, you get nowhere you get nowhere until you change that tire. No matter whatever happens. Listen to Dr. Olumide Imaren, a profound statement. Keep $1 million, $1 billion in the front of monkey. Keep a banana, and let's see what the monkey will choose. Any day, anytime, he will take a banana. If anything, he will sit on top of the 1 billion or 1 million and move away. Because that's why people change location, but their life never change. It's not about changing location, it's about disposition, your mindset. What is the state of your mind will determine the altitude you are going to go. It's attitude problem that need to be changed. Some of them is our background, where we are hailed from. You came from a village where the wealthiest person there drive a white bicycle, and everybody there aspire to get a bicycle, and all the people from your village are all worker, people who have worked for UAC and things like that. So you are only aspire to be able to work or become a pansec or something like that. But you need to believe there's no sawdust in your brain, that an average of us have 5 billion cells in our mind. What makes God is what he put in a man. God deposited what He is in us. We are creators. So you go to job to learn, but you cannot live your entire life on job. Somebody say, why do you talk like this? You have 2,700 people working for you. I say, I talk to my staff to think entrepreneurial. If you don't think entrepreneurial, you cannot work for me because you cannot give me what you do not have.
Yes,
So
sir.
I want you to take unit of, in fact, what makes us cherish who we are, frankly, is because of this quality of people. I'm not exaggerating. By the grace of God, I have a staff that can take a project, no single contribution from me, and will deliver $10 million for me in profit. Do you call
Wow.
him? Do you call him a staff? Do you call him? Do you call him a staff? If I
Wow.
give him a bonus of $1 million, you are there envying him and say, why should he get this money? That man can own his own business. So go to job, deploy yourself when you come back. A real man, a woman, is not a person who go to job and come back in the evening with a bottle of beer over a television. Something is wrong with you. If you don't deploy yourself, somebody will employ you, and the person that employ you will determine your worth. About 55 years ago, I told people I'm unemployable because I deployed myself, and nobody can decide my value. So your job, your job, will give you medicine for poverty, but it will not cure it because that's what salary is. What will create your wealth is your work, and your work is to find your gift, what God gave you birth to do, and there's no ungifted person. When you deliver your gift to Emmanuel, to me, or you, we will give you value. Money will follow you. So I tell people, stop pursuing money. Learn to pursue value. When you become a man or a woman of value, so you go to your job to learn, but when you come back in the evening, start developing your value. Don't start WhatsApping mail and knowing what Leonardo earned and what Chelsea, because all of those things doesn't add nothing to you. Successful people play by the same rule. You wonder why from 25 years I don't watch television. Because your time is your life. I'm not
Yes,
saying
sir.
it's wrong. You need to find what is important to you and measure on it. Every one of us is born on a timer. When the day you're born, whether you understand who you are at 16 or at 60, your time counts. When it gets to that time, it expires. So I tell people, go to job to learn, but come back home to deploy yourself, and don't rely on your job because the person that pays you determine what you have. Get your work. Your work is what you are born to do, what you are giving back. No ungifted human being. Ephesians 4:16 says, whereby every joint supplier, there's something Emmanuel have that the world is looking for. There's something Stephen have, the world is looking for. There's something Cosmas have, the world is giving for. If you deliver it, you will get value. Stephen, you invited me to come and speak for you in Europe. Some people that had me that paid for event wire 2,000 pounds in my account, some wire 1,000 pounds because of the value they get. It was just to connect. I didn't ask them for it. So when you deliver your gift, stop pursuing money. I tell people, the more you pursue money, the more money run away from you. Refine your gift and deliver it to people. Money will follow you.
Wow. Wow. Come on, can we clap for Dr. Cosme de Manuel? Person de of mindset.
Come again.
I said, do you want to add to that topic about mindset for
Of
scaling?
I was just I'm just laughing at attitude is like a flat tire. That is until you
You know,
change it,
you know,
car is not going.
doctor is a car person.
Now, if it, when it comes to business, your mindset is very very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot build a global business or a transgenerational business based on survivor mindsets.
Yeah.
A lot of people go into business for survival. What will I eat? I want to take care of my family. If you start a business based on survivor mindset, you need to quickly transit from label or
Uh,
transgenerational business. You find in the world we live in today, we don't have a lot of businesses that have gone to the third generation. And one of the reasons is this same issue of mindset. Because see, the first generation, most of the time, is a generating generation.
mm, I
You
think
know,
it's network
he's
because it's on the
traveling. He's
road.
on the road. He's traveling to New
Yeah.
York. So he's having some grief. The things we
Yes.
have during our election, he's
First
having
generation.
now.
So the second generation wants to maintain what the first generation has done. By the time we get to the third generation becomes an entitled generation.
Yes.
Wow.
So every generation is supposed to be a generating generation. The second generation should be generating things while maintaining what has been produced so that they can reach out to their own world in their own way. So mindset is very
Mm,
important. We cannot over
mm,
emphasize the importance of your mindset. And that's
Sure.
what training does. Training will enlarge your mindset, enlarge your capacity, will challenge your thinking, and will help you to be able to do things differently with innovation and creativity. And we are trusting that as people show up this weekend, we'll help them to enlarge their capacity and enlarge their mind and change their mindset.
mm. Powerful.
Stephen, let me add. There's a young man I met in Enugu here who finished his school and went to Kaduna to do his NYC. There's a paid program for him to pay 2,500. He struggled because of this thing we are talking about. That 2,500, you have Nightline program with Grow. How many websites he give him that they can refine? But he said he finally dared himself and paid that 2,500. That program changed his life forever. The problem with Africa is in this free mentality. Nobody want to pay for anything. So people are not spending money to develop themselves. When the only thing they ask you, are they sharing money there? Is it for free? Once there's money going to come out, he tell you he knows what to do. So that's why I said your attitude is a flat tire. If you don't change that mentality of collect, and invest in yourself, nothing is going to be different until you decide to be different. And knowledge is power. You cannot do what you did not know. You need to be taught. You need to be mentored. You need to be educated. So I dare people listening to us this evening to register and come to Houston, where you can ask us questions on one-to-one. It's going to be a 2 days closed door where we will explain to you the ABCD. I'm going to teach 7 keys of unlocking wealth. How I
70s.
walked out of poverty. How I am totally out of debt. And I mean completely free from debt. It's not a magic, it can be done, but your mindset has to be changed. But if you don't want to pay for knowledge, you want everything to be given to you free, I wish you the best of luck. There are limits of things you will get by free. But if you are willing to invest in yourself, nobody can stop you. Nobody. An investment you made in yourself, they will fire you, but they will not fire your gift because it's going to go with your knowledge will go with you.
Wow, 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 wow. Guys, again, this is a free event live ahead of the Saturday Business Growth Conference taking place this Saturday and Sunday, 23rd and 24th, Houston's Houston, that's JW Marriott by the Galleria, Houston, Texas. You can attend physically. People are traveling from all over the world to be part of this. Register at businessgrowthconference.org. Someone is asking, how do I register? www.businessgrowthconference.org. It's been pinned. Go to the site and register right now. Ivy, we're giving just 20 people 50% discount for the event. Ivy will be the one picking your call. Ivy, do you want to give your phone number? So that, yes. So you can call Ivy on this number. What's the number?
832.
So for those of you outside of US, +1 832
682
682
6159.
6159. Again, +1 832 682 6159. We're just coming on our way from Dallas. We had a great speaking engagement yesterday with my team, Ivy and Daniel here. So you can call that number if you want the 50% discount. I'm just pinning the number as well.
The text
So
respond at a later.
yeah, so in case you don't get, you can just send text
On WhatsApp.
on WhatsApp is the best way to reach Ivy. Just send her a WhatsApp message and she'll be able to attend to you. Only first 20. So first 20 is not first 20 to ask, it's first 20 to sign up, okay? In other words, first 20 to pay for the event. Someone say, Will, yes, so you can join the event virtually as well if you can't make it physically to Houston, Texas. You can join virtually. You can come physically, but I advise you try and come physically. We have an amazing, there will be food, there will be drinks, there will be opportunity to meet every speaker one-on-one, have customized conversation. Those who came last year really had a great time with Dr. Cosmos. I've never seen him so relaxed. They were literally, having one-on-one with him and all of that. Someone said, I'm based in the UK. People are coming from UK. You can fly down, okay, or you join virtually. You can still join virtually. The website again is businessgrowthconference.org. But if you want a 50% discount, you can call the number +1 832 6826 159. Again, +1 832 682 6159. So my final question to you is people who are very excited to come for a conference like this, how do they prepare for a conference like this so that they can get the best? I will take Dr. Lumide Emmanuel first. How do someone prepare for a business growth conference like this? That is a 2-day event. What's the attitude? What's the preparation they should have for something like this?
Okay. The first thing I want to say is that the amount of money you are willing to spend on yourself and the amount of time you are willing to spend to learn is an indication of the value that you place on yourself. You must value yourself for you to spend money and time to learn and to develop yourself. So for those that will be signing up, I want to say congratulations, because it shows that you are a valuable individual that believes in yourself. But once you have signed up, you also need to understand that allowing any form of distraction is going to be a disservice to yourself. When you are going for a conference like that, that is more than few hours, that is like a day, 2 day, 3 days, fully residential event, see it as if you are going for a retreat. Because if you are going for surgery and you are going to be in the theater, you don't enter with your phone. If you are going for surgery and you are going to be in the theater, you don't do any other thing. You put your anesthetic.
The network.
Ah, it's okay.
Yeah, his network is. If you are going to theater, you don't enter with your phone. That's a powerful conversation.
You have every other time that you avoid to ask questions. I want to prepare to work. Prepare to do. You will get to solve. Number one, your calculation planner. Number two, prepare to take the documents, everything you are going to learn. Number three, prepare to ask questions, so that you will get clarity in the room before you leave. Number four, prepare to network, because there are three work that will determine whether you will make it in life: hard work, smart work, and network. So if you don't network well, you will not be able to achieve the fullness. But when you are in that room, you are going to be in the room with serious-minded people. So network effectively. And then finally, prepare on what to do with the knowledge that you are going to get. Because knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is powerful. 1,000 good intentions are not as powerful as one action. So we'll see you in the room over the weekend.
Wow, wow, come on. Can we celebrate Dr. Luke Manuel? He's going to be the first speaker on Saturday, 23rd of August 2025. It's a 2-day event, Saturday, 23rd to Sunday, 24th, taking place JW Marriott by the Galleria in Houston, Texas. You can attend physically or you can attend virtually. Like I said, people are taking this very serious, even traveling out of the US to come. So again, go register on the website. Dr. Cosmos, want to share with us the preparation people should have for this?
I think Dr. Lumide had dealt with it. Is the success of the event does not depend on the eloquence of the presenter. It totally depends on the preparedness of the participant, your desire and willingness to take action from what you have had. How are you going to apply the things that you have had and put it into work? Because we can talk to you and break everything in your head until your attitude to do something to create a change in your life change. I'm having a webinar. Please tell the person to come up. Yeah. So the only thing you need to do that I've decided, you need to speak to yourself convincingly if once you sign on that, because nothing is going to change until you make up your mind. Change doesn't come from by themselves. It's somebody that wake up and said, I can't continue like this. By next year, people who knew me will never know me. And I'm going to begin to do something about it. You are waiting for change to happen. You cause the change to happen. So when you make that decision, people pay 1,000 euro or so to buy ticket to go and watch some Euro match or something like that. How much is this investment you are making in your improvement, sitting with people who have cracked situations in life and from ground zero, who have know the same level of privilege you have to be able to achieve something? Ask them critical questions that will help you to organize your thought into productivity. This weekend will be a life-changing experience, but nothing will change until you decide for it to change. So make up your mind. Henry Ford said, whether you believe you can't or whether you believe you can't, you are right. because it's your choice. So make up your choice, register. I'm not a phone fear. So if I have to fly all the way from Nigeria to come there, what's the big deal if you're flying from UK or some other place to come? But if you can, leverage the social media, register also online. But those who could make it, there is something about, social media cannot take away compassion, but your attitude is what is the most important. Your best enemy or your best friend or your worst enemy. So I look forward to seeing you on weekend.
Please help me thank the
I'm at
two of
Enugu
them.
now in Nigeria. Yeah?
Yes. You say you are in Enugu now. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, Enugu. I've been in Enugu since Thursday evening speaking, but I'm heading back to Lagos tomorrow. And by Wednesday, I'm off heading to Houston for this weekend event. And I'm excited already. Those who were here last year got great value. We are having testimonial. Those who were in UK, some of them sign off already for next year event,
Yeah.
if God keep us alive. So it's a great value. There are people who have networked and connected and things are already progressing. Only you sit back and complain about what is going wrong in your life. But what did you do to change it? Because things don't change themselves until somebody make up his mind to change it. And that's what leadership is all about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Can you all help me thank the two of them for agreeing to be part of this? Pastor Olumide will be traveling all the way from New York to Houston to be part of this. Technically from Nigeria, but he had other engagements. Dr. Cosmos is coming all the way from Nigeria for this. So definitely you can come from Canada, like he said. You can come from the UK. You can come from other parts of the US to come for an event like this. It's going to be really life changing, particularly a physical thing. It's powerful. But if you can't come physically, then you want to try the virtual option as well. Businessgrowthconference.org, the website to register. Again, www.businessgrowthconference.org. But if you want a 50% discount, we're giving that to just 20 people. You need to send a WhatsApp message if you want that. You can attend again virtually or physically in Houston, JW Marriott by the Galleria, Houston, Texas. But you want the 20 people that are getting 50% discount. You need to send a WhatsApp message to Ivy. If you don't mind, call the number again.
832
+1 again, because we have international people that will be calling you. +1 832 yeah
682
682
6159.
6159. Again, +1 832 682 6159. Again, +1 832 682 6159. You'll be able to reach Ivy. Make sure it's a WhatsApp message, not a call, and tell her you want the 50% discount we talked about on this call. Love you, and we cannot wait to see you on Saturday and Sunday. Business Growth Conference, Houston, Texas, JW Marriott by the Galleria. It's going to be life changing. Dr. Lumide, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Safe trip as you, try. I don't know whether you are flying down or driving down like we are doing. But safe trip as you come to
Thank you.
Houston. Dr. Cosmos, thank you so much as always. And I can't wait to pick you up at the airport on Thursday.
Yeah. So
It's going to be great. Yes.
I look
Any
forward to
final
seeing you,
one?
Doctor. We'll see you
Yes,
soon.
sir. Yes. When are you arriving, Dr. Pasolunde?
Thursday morning.
Oh, Thursday too. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I think we agreed that we're going to be doing dinner. The three of us together, we're
Friday.
doing dinner.
Yeah, dinner
We're doing
Friday.
dinner. We're doing dinner on Friday.
Yeah.
Ravi also wants to host Dr. Cosmos on um, Friday noon. Everybody wants to host you guys. So we're gonna have a great time.
Okay,
God
now.
bless.
God bless you all.
Bye bye.
Okay, great friends. I look forward to seeing you in Houston this weekend. Come with expectation. Your life will be different and you will never remain the same. We are not just going to speak to you by intellectual conception, but we will show you practical things that are tangible, that if you follow those principles, your life will never be the same. I look forward to seeing you this weekend. God bless you. Shalom.
God bless you, sir. Safe trip as you come. Bye bye. So somebody's still asking, how do I register? Just visit the website www.businessgrowthconference.org. Again, www.businessgrowthconference.org. Or you can send a WhatsApp message to IV +1 832 682 6159. Again, +1 832 682 6159. That's if you want the 50% discount. You can send a WhatsApp message. If you can't make it physically to JW Marriott, Houston, Texas, you can register. You can register to join virtually to be part of the event virtually. So we have the virtual tickets as well, where you'll be able to join us via Zoom for the 2-day event. So we just got home. It's been a good ride from Dallas to Houston. I just got home now. To home here in Houston. So I can't wait to see you guys. It's gonna be really, really a beautiful time at the Business Growth Conference taking place Saturday and Sunday. Had a great time yesterday speaking in Dallas at the real estate conference and expo, and then we just finished driving down from Dallas back home here. Where God lives. I said my house is where God lives. Okay, my house here in Houston is where God lives. So we just go back home. I can't wait to see you guys. It's gonna be a great time. Remember, register at www.businessgrowthconference.org. Again, www.businessgrowthconference.org. It's going to be life-changing conference. Don't miss it. Don't be told, right? Either it's physical or virtual. Don't be told. But if you can make it physically, do everything you can to join us physically, okay?